Okay, now let's move on to look at cartilage, and before we look at some cartilage slides, what I'd like to do is very quickly just run through some of the general features of cartilage with you. The first important point to note is that the defining type of collagen that's found in cartilage and in no other form of connective tissue or supporting tissue or skeletal tissue is type 2 collagen, and this is found in varying proportions in different types of cartilage. The second thing is that the cells in cartilage are called chondrocytes. Chondro means cartilage and cyte means cell, and because these are cells embedded in a fairly solid matrix, they're found in small spaces or holes called lacunae in the cartilage, and oftentimes these lacunae are surrounded by a specific so-called territorial matrix made of type 2 collagen. Most cartilage is covered on its surface by a dense irregular connective tissue sheath or membrane called the perichondrium, which means surrounding the cartilage, and exceptions to this are the type of cartilage called fibrocartilage and a specific type of hyaline cartilage called articular hyaline cartilage, and we'll look at these in more detail when we look at the slides. And where a perichondrium is present, it's undifferentiated stem cells present in the perichondrium which give rise to chondroblasts, the cells which are capable of secreting cartilage. The absolutely critical feature concerning cartilage is that it is essentially avascular. It lacks blood vessels, and as a consequence it lacks any real capacity to repair. Instead, damaged cartilage is replaced by scar tissue, which doesn't perform the same functions as normal cartilage, and this is why damage to cartilage has such profound consequences for individuals in whom it happens. The types of cartilage we're going to look at, there are three types. The first one we'll look at is so-called Highland cartilage or classic cartilage. The matrix is made up in terms of the fiber component almost entirely of type 2 collagen, but as with all other cartilages there are some minor collagens present, and you should be aware of course that in the remainder of the matrix there are proteoglycans and glycosaminoglycans, and you're directed to the notes for more details on that. Then we'll look at elastic cartilage, which is essentially the same as or very similar to Highland cartilage, except that in addition to type 2 collagen there's a fairly large amount of elastic fibers present, and elastic cartilage is quite elastic in its consistency and in its ability to deform and return to its original shape. And then we'll look at fibrocartilage, which really is an intermediate between dense irregular connective tissue and cartilage itself. In fact, the fiber component of fibrocartilage is mainly type 1 collagen, as you'd find in dense irregular connective tissue, and what distinguishes it from type 1 collagen or from dense irregular connective tissue is the fact that there are chondrocytes present in lacunae, and surrounding them is a little bit of type 2 collagen.